Hi friends, so today is Wednesday, April 29th, and we are actually going to finish Astro the Stellar Sea Lion story today. Okay, so today we are going to be reading the rest of the story, so we're going to read pages 13 through 25 together. And remember, we're still working on the same standard. We're going to use information gained from illustrations to help us better understand the words in a text, okay? So today we have 4 questions that we are going to answer today. Okay, so when we get to these questions, I will go ahead and I will tell you to pause the video, and then you can go ahead and write the questions down on your paper. So let's go ahead and get started. But 10 days later, Astro swam under the Golden Gate Bridge in the San Francisco Bay. He climbed onto a sandy beach in someone's backyard, not far from the Marine Mammal Center. Once again, the people from the center captured Astro and drove him back to his pen. He seemed happy to be back, but his friends were worried. The longer Astro stayed out of the ocean, the harder it would be for him to live in the world. So as we see here, if we're looking at this illustration, we see that they are trying to capture Astro, and they are trying to rescue him. So let's go ahead and answer question number 1. It says, why were the people from the Marine Mammal Center so worried about Astro? So go ahead and answer question number 1. You can go ahead and pause the video if you need to. After a few days, Astro's friends took him to another island. They hoped he would not return to any beaches with people. But Astro had other plans. Just 3 days later, he swam under the Golden Gate Bridge in the San Francisco Bay. Just like a dog, he had found his way back. This time, he spotted a group of children and their parents on a field next to a school. The people were holding a walkathon to raise money for the school. Astro flopped out of the water and onto the field. He wanted to join in the fun too. He scooted around the orange cones on the grassy field. He made it all the way around one lap. Everyone cheered for Astro. So now let's go ahead and see. Oh, let's keep reading. We don't have a question here. All right, let's keep going. But the people also knew Astro needed to return to the ocean. They tried to coax him towards the bay by pretending their buckets were full of food and then swinging the buckets in front of him. Astro didn't leave. He had just stayed in the parking lot. The people called the Marine Mammal Center. Once again, the volunteers rescued Astro and returned him to his pen and saltwater tank. His friends at the Marine Mammal Center were sad, very sad. They realized that Astro could not live in the ocean. He had been too young when rescued and had attached himself to people instead of stellar sea lions. He would just keep returning to places with people. He could not stay at the Marine Mammal Center any longer because it is an animal hospital, not a place to live. Astro's friends made phone calls to find him a new home. His friends at the center were thrilled when the Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut said Astro could go there. Astro's first stop was a 6-month stay at the Long Marine Lab at the University of California in Santa Cruz. Since stellar sea lions are a threatened species, the scientists at the lab studied Astro to learn how to help and protect them. They tested Astro's hearing and looked at how quickly he processed his food. Astro needed to learn to follow directions. The trainers used a training method called bridge and target. When Astro learned to touch the trainer's fist, the target, with his nose, the trainer would say, "Good." That was the bridge. Astro connected the good with the right behavior. Then the trainer could teach him to follow other directions. Wanting to please the trainers, Astro learned quickly. Astro was known for his fun personality and liked to greet school children who visited the Long Marine Lab. He loved playing with his toys and took them into his kennel when he slept. So now let's go ahead and let's answer question 2. What is the bridge and target training they did with Astro? A, teaching Astro to live in the ocean. B, teaching Astro how to be around humans, or C, teaching Astro how to follow directions? So go ahead and answer that now. You can pause the video. We're almost done. Astro flew in an airplane all the way across the United States from California to Connecticut. Although his friends at the Marine Mammal Center and the Long Marine Laboratory wish that Astro could have returned to the ocean, they are very happy that he has such a wonderful new home. If you're ever in Mystic, Connecticut, be sure to visit him. So now let's look at these final two questions. Where is Astro now? A, Connecticut, B, San Francisco, or C, Tampa? So go ahead and write your answer for question number 3. Okay, and last question. Why didn't Astro go back to the ocean where he belonged? A, Astro was a great pet. B, Astro was too young when he was rescued. Or C, the Marine Center wanted to study Astro. Okay, go ahead and submit these questions to EdSpe today and let me know if you have any questions.